This is one of my regrets as a parent. When my son was around 8 years old, he was being super mouthy and really sassy. And at the time, I had not yet identified my own anxiety, let alone my need for significant control, similar to I was raised in. So I grabbed my son by his arm off of the living room floor, lifted him by his arm, dragged him up the stairs by his arm, swung him into his room and onto his bed by his arm, and closed the door behind me to put him in a timeout. Outside the door, I noticed my body was shaking and I was literally triggered in fight or flight. And beyond that, I was in a state of rage. It was that moment that I realized there's a very fine line between discipline and child abuse. And for me, I stood with my toes at that line. What I had done was exactly what I was raised in. Anger was very sudden, uncontrolled, violent, and that usually ended in some form of pain. It was that day and that moment that I realized that I had some work to do. I started looking at my need for control. I started doing some personal work to unfold my own anxiety so I could parent in a way that was calmer with respectful boundaries. I didn't need to hurt or harm in order to get my way or be right. I didn't need to scare my kids into complying, and it didn't need to scare me either.